Hey there, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. Well, Dilly, you want to say hi? You can tell the weather has changed when you start to see Tilly joining me more often for our coffee chats, right? Because she's refusing to give me back my chair because I have a heat pad on my chair. My hips, it's one of the things about being in treatment, specifically my chemo treatment for the last 4.5 years, there's like no juice left in my joints, right? And so I have a heat pad on my sitting chair. I have a heat pad on my side of the bed. I have heat pads everywhere. And this dog is in heaven. Yeah, at least give me a little room. Say hi. Say hi. Okay. And it's that time of year. It's fall, so she's loving it. It's crisp outside. Oh. Well, as you can see, I survived my surgery this week. Wow, this is just crazy, you know? So I went in this week. This was my 12th surgery procedure in the last 4.5 years, trying to maintain this little bugger cancer that's inside of me. We recognized that this particular doctor, my brilliant Dr. Jordan Tassi, this is the 7th surgery procedure I've had with this man. Because he's the guy, he's the science guy. When I had my first the liver surgery, the 3-part liver surgery, and it was new, and the part that was like fancy and new was where they cut off an artery that fed the right side of your liver so that they could essentially starve it and shrink it and redirect it. And it was all this complicated, fancy stuff. He was the guy that did that. The ablations, where they go in and they like freeze the cancer to death right on the fucking spot. I love it. With their fancy new tools. That's this guy. He's ablated my liver twice. He's been the last 3 surgeries this past last year with the lungs. You know, I was thinking about this week because, again, this was my 12th surgery procedure in the last like 4.5 years. And hey, I made it. I'm 51 years old. So in addition to having gone through nonstop treatment and surgeries over the last 4.5 years, I'm also 51. So I'm a little old lady, right? This is an old lady moment. Dance with me because I got to be old enough to have an old lady moment. But my body's tired. Like, to come out of this surgery, having been tossed around all my muscles, it's just more to recover from, right? We know this, our body slows down. So I've got the double whammy. And it's definitely a mental game. But for me, I think part of what is really wonderful about the treatment team that I have, how innovative with science they have been, how amazing they have been for my care, physically and emotionally, right? Is that when I went into the surgery, because I have this relationship with this guy, because I'm so confident, this dude is about to go into my body, up through like he entered through the groin, up through like your main artery, to the spleen, to not cut it, not modify it. He like shoots plastic into the artery to stop the flow and redirect it here. I mean, it's just crazy. And what, 1.5 years ago, when I got to this point where they said, hey, Nicole, you're just going to have to sit down and wait until your body recovers or you die, but you can't have treatment. Sorry, your body just can't handle it anymore, right? We all get this way. During chemo, everyone experiences this if they're in it for long term. It's so scary and it's so harsh and it's so out of your control, right? They found a magic pill last time this happened, which recently stopped working, hence the surgery. But my point being, this surgery didn't even exist as a solution when this happened to me 1.5 years ago. So you always hear me say that I just need to stay alive to keep up with the science. And this is exactly what I always mean, right? Is once again, I've come to this point where It's like, okay, Nicole, we're really digging deep. There's really not a lot of options left. I'm not sure what we're going to do. And then there's just a lifeline. And because of that innovation, because of that thoughtfulness, and because of like how amazing they are bringing new science forward, I enter into the surgery and I'm not scared. I'm not scared of the surgery. I'm not scared of anything going wrong, which of course could happen. But you've got that this is my guy. He's got me, and that's really amazing. Because I have to tell you, managing my mind this week through this surgery, through this time. I am so grateful that I have the confidence and love of my team so that when I walk into the very scary prep room and you're going into the OR, I'm super chill and super calm, right? And again, thank goodness. Because I will tell you, at the beginning of this week, my mind melted. It's just, I think so many emotional responses that I haven't been able to have in the last few years, because generally I have been in the middle of a physical crisis in addition to, just so sick and going from surgery to surgery and trying. Well, right now, and you can see, I got some juju in the body, and I have, I guess, more space and time for thoughts and emotions. This week, I think I think my body and my mind hit the wall. At the beginning of the week, my poor wife, I had a complete meltdown the night before the surgery, where I was so sure that my jawbone had collapsed again, and that there was bones sticking out the sides, like what just happened a month ago. And it makes sense that you would have these types of thoughts or emotions, because what happened when my jawbone collapsed was very painful and frightening and scary, and it's open-ended, so it makes total sense. But man, it was so real. I could feel it. I just, and my wife comes upon me in our master bedroom, and I've just got tears rolling down my face, and she's like, "Oh my God, babe, what is this?" And I'm like, my mouth is collapsed again, and I have to cancel the surgery. I can't do the surgery, and then if I can't do the surgery, then I can't get chemo, and we've come to the end of the line, and we just got to call it. And I went into a spiral because I truly believed. I mean, it was so real. It was such an emotional night, and and then I woke up in the morning, the day of the surgery, and my surgery happened to be scheduled first thing, and I came to the realization that my bone had not collapsed again, that there was no bone protruding, and that it was okay, and then I could have the surgery. It was intense. It was a very intense spiral. And again, that it was so real that I fully believed it. And then I went in for the surgery, and because I was so freaked out about this surgery, they told me to sit down for recovery, and I didn't. I went for too long of some walks, so now I've hurt myself. So today was a chill day. It's just crazy that there's so much that happens around a single medical procedure like this, right? But there's so much that are managing our impending deaths don't think or feel. We block out. And I guess because I've had the luxury of so much time here, I just don't have control over that anymore. This week was just a wild ride of, there's a lot going on. So, coming to the end of that week, celebrating the win that the surgery was as successful as one would hope in the moment. We don't know if it actually has solved the problem or not. We won't know that for 2 weeks. Yeah. I guess it's not as bad as waiting for, like when they radiate your head. You don't know if it actually kills the cancer for a couple of months. So this is good. This is fine. Today I'm gonna spend some time with my friend Annalise, who you've met. I think you guys met last year when we went out and did some volunteer work, and then we went for Korean hot dogs. So I shared that with you. The new Annalise is the one that anytime that I call this woman, I will call her up and be like, I'll be there in 10. She's like, can at least you tell me where we're going so that I know how to dress. She's always a sport, whether it's like for fun things or shit, there's a problem in this world and we need to go feed some children or something, right? So I'm gonna go spend the day with her today, watching my favorite movie that she has never seen, which is my favorite movie, and she's never seen it. It's out of Minnesota. Babe, what's my favorite movie?
Drop Dead Gorgeous.
I dropped my phone because I was laughing too hard. Drop Dead Gorgeous. Drop Dead Gorgeous is my favorite movie. It is a cult classic. It is so hard to find. I think during COVID, they threw it back up online for a little bit. But she literally had to order a DVD in order for us to watch this movie today. So I'm so excited. I love movie dates with my friend Annalise because it's just movie, food, laughter, good time, and that's what I could use today. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I'm able to enjoy my food, because one of the things that happened this week, in addition to everything else, and this is why my mind is splitting, is because my jaw has moved into a place where it doesn't open fully. And so it is very difficult to put food in. They were a little worried about the surgery today, or this week with the tube. Anyways, again, it's part of my mind peeling because I'm like, oh my God, cancer's gonna take fucking food, the pleasure of food away from me. So hopefully today, the goal is movie, take my time, hopefully enjoy some food, laughter, and reset for next week. Because next week is Thanksgiving, friends and family time. Okay, thanks for joining me. As always, I will see you next Sunday. All right.